Hey man, what you doing?
Oh, nothing man, just reading some manga.
Which one?
The Shokugeki?
Get some taste!
What's the deal with manga? It's neither mon, neither it's a ga. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, the Manga Genie. Why the Manga Genie? Well, because instead of giving you 3 wishes, I'm giving you 3 manga recommendations. Alright, our first recommendation is Kounodori or Dr. Stork. Dr. Stork is a manga about obstetricians and gyno doctors. It is a pretty unique genre, as most of the other doctor mangas are either like underground doctors or like shows in like American TV shows like Scrubs and Doctor House are like based mostly on surgeons because surgery is kind of cool. You would think that pregnancy is kind of boring and stuff, like, oh, that's nasty childbirth, ew, there's so much placenta, blood and stuff like that. No, it's actually really fucking tense. Well, there's another way to see it, like, how in other shows they show you how they save a life, but in this show, they show you how they bring a life into this world. So they show you how they bring a life into this world and what can go wrong while doing that. And you know what? A lot can go wrong while doing that. Like at this point, after reading this manga, I have crazy respect for moms out there. Like all the moms out there, mad respect to you guys. Like you have to go through so much fucking shit to give like birth to a child. Except for the shitty moms. You guys, I can do it again. Better. Now, I don't know how to explain this because guilty as charged. I'm a complete dumbass. I'm not good with words. But I know my emotions. And I know when I read Dr. Kounodori, I felt sad, depressed, anxious, and even restless sometimes. Without spoiling much, I'll give you an example. Chapter 11 and chapter 12. It is a case in which a pregnant woman who is like almost very close to giving birth gets in an accident. Like a car flies, like gets hit by a truck and it flies off and hits her in the head. And because of that, she enters a state of coma. And because of that, her husband has to make a decision to either save the baby or the wife. Because if he goes to save the baby, the wife will die. But if he lets the baby die, there is no guarantee that the woman will ever come out of the coma. There are like series of events in which the woman's parents come visit her when she's in the coma and they are forcing them to like abandon his child to just save the woman, but there is no guarantee if she'll ever come out of the coma. The husband, he's in a dilemma that like, should he save his child or should he just let his child die and save his wife? He starts to have these internal dialogues with his wife and inside of his mind. Like, the dialogue is really soul shaking. If you're feeling really great about yourself, your life is just going perfect, you should definitely read Dr. Kounodori because that will make you feel like absolute miserable piece of shit. Like that will throw you into the fucking pits and just like curb stomp you in the head. Okay, like let's lighten the mood a little. Let's talk about something light here. Let's talk about our second recommendation, Kanou-sensei. Through unfortunate turn of events or just the mere act of browsing the internet, you must have come across this atrocity. This creation made by the devil themselves. This god-forsaken creation called Ugly Bastard. If the person who made anime and waifus is the god, then the person who made Ugly Bastard is the fucking devil themselves. Now you ask, is Kanou-sensei about ugly bastards? Why are you recommending me a manga about ugly bastards? Well, actually, no. It's completely opposite of that. It's about a sexy old bastard. Narumi Rokuro. He is while still in his 40s, a more eligible bachelor than me.
Ooh, self-burn. Those are rare.
Rokuro works at a publishing company as an editor while also writing stuff for it himself. He then one day, through turn of events or just the twist of fate, meets a woman at a festival whom he describes as a kitsune. According to Japanese mythology, kitsune are commonly portrayed as lovers, usually in stories involving a young human male and a kitsune who takes the form of a human woman. The kitsune may be seductress, but these stories are more often romantic in nature. Typically, the young man unknowingly marries the fox who proves a devoted wife. The man eventually discovers the fox's true nature, and the fox wife is forced to leave him. In some cases, the husband wakes up as if from a dream, filthy, disoriented, and far from home. He must then return to confront his abandoned family in shame. I also did not know about this before I started writing the script, and I knew about kitsunes, like I knew about fox spirit, but I didn't know that this was the mythology they were associated with. And you know what? The description of the kitsune is a pretty good description of our female lead in the series, or as the way she is described, because her comparison with a kitsune is a reoccurring theme in the manga. Some of the selling points of the manga and the reason why I read it myself are its cutesy and wholesome moments, its beautiful art style, and the realistic portrayal of Rokuro's perversion. The manga has a panel which describes itself really well, which is: let me tell you story of our love, the story of our earnest and perverse love. One of the things that I really like about this manga, which I said already, is the realistic portrayal of Rokuro's perversion. It is not overplayed like in other anime and manga where the main character just goes like, oh, oppai, or like, they have like a nosebleed. It's not like that. I think the reason is because how it is styled and how the art style has this pencil sketch kind of feel to it, which especially is there in some of the important panels, and some of the panels especially involving the characters in dark or dim lights, which just gives it a feel of it being an art piece instead of just being part of being a panel in a manga, which is the art piece, but you know what I'm getting at. And that is the reason why even after seeing Rokuro multiple times jerk it off in the manga, doesn't feel wrong. I just go like, man, that's a good stroke right there. Alright, I know I already talked about a manga about doctors, but how about I make it double? I got this +2 card right here, huh? Kusuriya no hitorigoto. The manga is about a pharmacist in Imperial China. Well, actually it is a manga adaptation of La Noberu, but that doesn't matter because it's really good. The plot is really simple. A young girl, Mao Mao, who is a pharmacist from the Pleasure District, gets sent to become one of the queen's caretakers in the king's harem. And from there, using her knowledge in herbal medicine, she gets promoted to a food taster. Not the fun type that you think. She actually has to check for poison by tasting the food. Now, there is a lot of mystery and intrigue with the politics and all the internal conflicts of all the queens that the Mao Mao gets involved in. Fun fact, this manga won the Tsukini Kuru Manga Award in 2019. The same manga award which Spy X Family won in the web publication department, while Kusuriya no hitorigoto won that in the physical publication department. And if you want to know how good Spy X Family is, I actually have a video on it that you can go and check out. The link's in the description and it will be at the end of the video as a card thing, or this drop down thing here or somewhere here, just check it out, good fun. You know the reason why I love this manga so much and why I'm recommending it to you guys is because it's the whole package. It has everything for everyone. Like except for like high octane action scene, it does not have that. It's a mystery thriller drama. The reason why I'm recommending this manga to you is because, you know, Mao Mao, our main protagonist, she is super adorable. What a goddamn shallow reason to recommend a manga, but you know, hey, there's a whole fucking industry in anime about like cute girls doing cute things, so why not recommend a manga just because it has a cute main protagonist? Like, and she is not only cute, she is super fucking clever. Stop it. She is super fucking clever. And she's really quirky. She's quirky. You know what? Guys like quirk. I like quirk. Because it's fun. I'm reading it for entertainment. It should be fun. And you know the thing which really adds to her being cute is that, you know, the art style. The art style is really good. Like, look at this shit. Like, sorry, look at this gold. It is so good. Oh, like I told about Mao Mao being like really quirky and stuff. I forgot to tell, she's like a mad scientist kind of quirky. She will fucking eat poison to analyze it and like test the abilities of the poison. She has a resistance to poison because she has ingested so much fucking poison. Another reason why I really like this manga, other than like just Mao Mao, is that you get to learn about the prostitution culture in Imperial China. That is like a really niche audience, but it is really interesting to know. In the area called Hanamachi, or the Flower District, there is a ranking system in place in which the higher ranked prostitutes rarely ever sleep with a guy. Like if you're fortunate enough, you might have to get to have tea with them.
Just like in Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Yeah, exactly like that. For some middle ranked and lower ranked prostitutes, you could just straight up buy them to get hitched with them if they wanted to. And for middle and, you know, lower ranked prostitutes, they generally would marry the person who bought them. And you also learn some of the like medical and medicinal things they did in Hanamachi, like using chocolate as aphrodisiac or adding mercury in makeup to slowly poison someone, or just like how to slowly poison someone by mixing poison in their drink. Wow, there's a lot of poisoning people. It's almost like we are living in Imperial China, where everybody's after everybody's life trying to kill each other just to get higher up in the rank. Well, in case you forgot what manga I recommended to you, first one Kounodori, second one Kanou-sensei, and the third one Kusuriya no hitorigoto. Dr. Stork, Kanou-sensei, and the pharmacist's monologue. And well, yeah, that is it for this manga recommendation video. Those are the 3 recommendations. And before you go and read those recommended manga, I would be really happy if you like subscribe to the guy who recommended you the manga, because you know, I might recommend you some good stuff again. Thought about that? Crazy, right? Like, I might recommend some good stuff again after recommending you these 3 manga. I might recommend some good 4 manga, some 3 manga, some 4 koma manga, or some anime sometimes, you know, video games also. And yeah, if you want to see that, subscribe to me and leave a like on this video if you found any of those 3 really good, interesting, or just sort of like, yeah, these are good, I can read this, I can add this to my collection. Yeah, just leave a like. Let me know which one you already knew about, and spread the word, man, spread the word. These are 3 of the really underrated manga that I really want to get popular. Like, Spy's Family got its fair share of popularity now. Make Kusuriya no hitorigoto popular. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then,